Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear friends, in this video, we'll talk about rights upon termination of employment contract in Saudi Arabia. Dear friends, rights upon termination of employment contract can be calculated in two categories. The first category is if the contract is terminated by the company. The second is if the contract is terminated by an employee. So let's first discuss if the contract is terminated by the company and what would be rights upon termination. The first right is notice period. If the company is terminating your contract and if it is indefinite contract, the company has to give notice period of 2 months, that is 60 days. Or if it is fixed contract or you are getting salaries on monthly basis, then the notice period is 1 month, that is 30 days. The second right is compensation salary. Take an example, if your contract is terminated by the company without any legitimate reason, or contract is terminated against the contract terms and conditions, or contract is terminated against the labor law, then the company has to pay 2 months salary to an employee. This is the second right. The third right is if you are serving the notice period with the company, either it is indefinite contract or fixed contract, then the company has to allow you to take 1 day off during a week or 8 hours during a week. The fourth right is very important right, that is end of service benefits. Company has to pay you full end of service benefits based on labor law that has to be calculated for the number of years you have worked with the company, and that also has to be calculated on your last wage received, that is basic housing transport. A lot of people have complained to me that companies are calculating your end of service benefits only on basics. It is total wrong. This against the labor law. You can also calculate end of service benefits from Kiva platform. You have to put the details when you started the work, when it's expiring. It will give you the total amount, how much you will get end of service benefits from the company. This is the fourth right. The fifth right is if the company is terminating your contract and company doesn't want to comply with the notice period, then the company has to pay 2 months notice period salary to the employee. Either it is indefinite contract or fixed contract. The compensation salary is 2 months. So in first category, we have discussed 5 rights upon termination of employment contract if the contract is terminated by the company. The second category is if an employee wants to terminate the contract with the company. The first right is the company has to pay end of service benefits, same as they have to pay when company is terminating the contract. This is the first right. The second right is if an employee wants to terminate the contract, if it is indefinite contract, the employee has to serve 2 months notice period with the company. If employee doesn't want to comply with the notice period with the company, then he has to pay 2 months notice period salary to the company if it is indefinite contract, or if he is getting salary on monthly basis, or if it is fixed contract, then he has to pay 1 month notice period salary to the company. In nutshell, I want to say here, employee has to notify the company if it is indefinite contract 2 months before, or if it is fixed contract or he is getting salaries on monthly basis, then he has to notify his termination 1 month before. The notice should be through the legal channels. Either it could be through the emails, but the labor law says it could be notified through Kiva. In Kiva, employee has to terminate the contract and it will show you the notice period what is mentioning in the labor contract. So dear friends, in this video we have discussed rights upon termination of employment contract in both cases, if it is terminated by the company, if it is terminated by an employee. Thank you very much. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, like it, share it. Thank you very much.